The title probably confusing y'all. I know. Before we get into it, I want to tell y'all to drop a sub to the channel if you mess with the content. We trying to hit 10K, and after that 20K, and after that 30K. But right now, can we just hit, what can we at? Like we hit 7, 10? I don't know. We trying to get to 10K, right? So you probably wondering what the video is. It's a new series I'm starting called Game Breakdown. Breakdown. No, I don't watch JoJo. That shit gay, right? But basically in this series, y'all gonna send me games. I'm gonna find the game and I'm gonna break it down, right? I don't mean break it down as in bad. I mean, I'm gonna tell you about the game and what makes that game good or bad, right? And for this one, I have the honor to be able to play Heroes Ultimatum as the first game on Game Breakdown. Cause oh my fucking god, I'm gonna tell y'all what makes this game so good and why is that making it so good. You feel me? So let's get right into it. Now, most anime games are fighting games, right? My Hero game is a fighting game. This game has one of the best combat systems I have ever seen in Roblox. You may be saying it's just a 5-hit combat, and that's what, oh my god, bro, it's crazy how good it is. Because not only, look, in a My Hero game, everything is surrounded around quirks, right? In this My Hero game, the quirk system is so fucking amazing. Basically, there's common quirks, uncommon quirks, and rare quirks. You can be a god with a common quirk, and you can be a god with a legendary quirk. Your quirk, it may decide how you play the game, but it's not stopping you from beating somebody's ass. So, example, right? Double and Marco. Double got hardening, Marco got permeation. I was running around with explosion. Those not fucking, you know, legendary quirks like explosion, but the stuff that they have, the kits that they can make with it, it's so fun to do, and like it's so fun to fight in that game, bro. Like I'm posting, you probably watching some combat in the background right now, and yo, those actually good ass fights, and I'm fighting people with a legendary quirk, and they don't have legendary quirks, but we having so much fun, bro. Like permeation, Marco, I was using explosions, he was going intangible, going into the ground, popping up, uppercutting the nigga. I was fighting fucking Dabo, he was using the red riot shit, like hardening his skin, eating all my damage, unhardening at the right time to save stamina, hardening back at the same time to deal more damage. Like, oh my bro, the combat in that game, it can go so many ways, bro. And the one thing I like about this game is that you're not limited to quirk skills, right? If you get hardening, you know, you're probably not getting that many actual quirk skills, but there's a lot of combat skills. You got an agility tree, a power tree, and a miscellaneous tree, right? So basically, you can make a good build and use good moves beating nigga ass. Like, name a My Hero game with Eraser was fucking good, right? Now, in this My Hero game, you can get Eraser. Take a nigga, you can get Eraser, right? Because look, if you got a quirk and your quirk is Eraser, you're not putting points into, you know, the actual quirk stat, right? But another nigga with a quirk, they gonna put points into their quirk stats. So you put your stats in the fucking strength, stamina, defense and shit, right? You erase their quirk, and now you beating their ass because their main form of damage, which was their quirk, is now gone. That's what I'm saying. This game it seems so easy on the surface, but as you play more and more, it's so much of an in-depth combat system. And another thing about the combat, because the combat is so fun to play, I don't mind grinding NPCs, right? This is an RPG game. It's not a bandit beater. As I already know, bandit beaters are games where you can sit there and say, "Well, I'm just punching bandits." In this game, I feel like I'm in My Hero, and this goes to the next part of the fucking breakdown. The immersion in this game is fucking amazing. When I play this game, I really feel like I'm in My Hero. Not only is the combat good enough to hide the fact that you're punching like NPCs and you're doing quests, but the quest itself, the NPCs in this game, it feels like I'm in a real fucking city, bro. Like, prime example, the bullies, right? There's an NPC called bullies you can fight. It's a hero quest, right? So when you fighting the bullies say lines. They say, "Wow, you're 22. You're gonna beat up on a kid. I'm like 4'2", and you call yourself a hero, right? You fight villains, the villains say lines. You fight heroes, the heroes say lines. You fight civilians, like the people who walk around, they all say lines. But it's like the world doesn't feel dead. All right, you can probably walk around and have fun just sitting there. Like, you know, I won't say talking to NPCs, but you can see what NPCs talking about, and it makes you feel like, dang, they put a lot of time and effort into the world building aspect of the game. That's what a lot of anime games fail. They don't put time into the world building. They make this, let me not say ass. They make this mediocre combat, and they say, well, we got a combat, let's have them punch NPCs level up. Which, don't get me wrong, 99% of games you fight NPCs level up, right? But it's how you implement it. If your game is just combat NPCs, your combat has to be a 20 out of 10, right? But with My Hero, Ultimatum, this combat is like an 8 out of 10. But the immersion, you feel like you're in My Hero. So most of the time, you're forgetting you're fighting NPCs. You just feel like you're playing a game. But a game like Reaper, for example, there's not really no immersion. So you sit there and you're realizing, wow, I'm just sitting here slashing NPCs who don't fight back. It's not fun. And then you go play something else, right? But in this one, you actually feel like you're in My Hero. The immersion is so good. Look, a lot of games don't take immersion into effect. They don't. That's what makes debugging so good. Debugging, when you play debugging, you get immersed into it. All right. I'm gonna say that. I don't know much to say about debugging, but debugging has that immersive feeling. So all it does out there. If you want to make a better anime game, it's okay to make a bandit beater. Okay, it's okay to fight NPCs. But when your combat, when not your combat, when your game itself is just fight NPC, fight NPC, fight NPC, fight NPC, level, go to the next quest with nothing in between, that's boring. But when you have an immersive world, the NPCs feel like real players. The building's good, the combat's good. It's like people won't forget, wow, I'm just punching NPCs. They're gonna feel like I'm playing the game. You feel me? That's how it should be. And the music in this game, I always tell y'all, the music is fucking amazing. That Persona music, boy. They just added nighttime. They got some nighttime music, boy. But one thing though, like I was in the middle of the nighttime, bro. It was like pitch black, bro. And then I just heard like Persona 4 music playing, and I don't mean like the sad, I'm like the most happiest Persona 4 music. I feel like I was walking in a fucking white neighborhood with no care in the world. With my fucking, I was walking in a white neighborhood with my hoodie up, headphones in, not thinking about getting shot. It's like, hey, that's how it be, man. But I like it. I really like this game. I feel like on my first review, I was mad because I was playing a bunch of other games, and I played the game for like an hour. And I said I played it for the video, so probably like 10 minutes. I walked around in the video, talked about the game, and left. But now, as I got a hands-on review, this game deserves more than that. Like, this game itself is easily the best My Hero game. No, I say My Hero. This is easily the best anime game that's come out in 2020. Anime fighting game, right? The best anime fighting game that's gonna come out in 2021. So far, everything else that we got and everything else on the platform right now fails in comparison to the amount of quality this game has. Like, yeah, it makes no sense. Woo! I pretty much explained everything. Let's just take it down one more time, right? Go step by step. First thing this game has for it, the combat system. Combat system is amazing. A lot of things, some things are unbalanced, but overall though, you can be anything with any quirk, right? You can be good with any quirk. I like that so much, and there's a lot of general skills. Even, yes, I pretty much emphasize the fact you be good with any quirk. Because the combat system's so good, you feel immersed into the game, so it don't feel like you're sitting there fighting NPCs. Another thing about the immersion is that the NPCs in the game feel like real players. They talk, they walk around them, they give you quests, like they say things, like they feel like they have personality. They feel like they have a reason to be there instead of just giving you a fucking quest. And that's the best thing about the game. You feel immersed. You don't feel like you're grinding NPCs. They feel like you're playing an RPG game. This game has stats. It's not a you level up, you beat bandits. You go do quests, level up, put the stats in, and create your own character. This is an RPG game. Well, probably the best RPG that we have in 2021. It's probably the only one though, but I feel like it's gonna be the best for at least like the 3 months upcoming, right? This game is gonna sit there at the top and hold this crown, right? If I had to rate this game now, I have to give it a solid 10 out of 10, bro. Like, this game, it's done so much right. Like I've never seen a game do so little but do so much right at the same time. It's like they're not trying to go over the top with effects, with combat. They're doing the right amount to make a good ass game. I like that. All these other games, like I'm not saying all these other games, but a lot of other games, they go over the top with effects, over the top with quests, over the top of all other shit, but the game just be not fun. But this game, bro, it's like you could tell it was made by people who just said, how can I make a fun game? And they did that themselves, and I appreciate them so much for that. So hey, all the anime devs, you want to learn how to make a good game, watch this video again, go step by step. The things you need I all said in this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. If you did not enjoy, drop the dislike. Let me know something. If your opinion differs from mine, go to the comment section, let's talk about it. We always argue down there. It's always smoke down there, and we love it. We all love it. Thank y'all all for commenting. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Shout out my bread Pokemon streams. And hey, at the end of the day, woo, you just gonna leave me for somebody else.